Hey everyone, I am actually back from Fanimation and finally getting around to doing a video. Well, I had a busy early week already, but after band practice tonight I figured, well, I can just shoot one video, and I've been meaning to shoot this one and to demonstrate and test this 1980 Banvil Goldline, Banvil/Envirofan. This here is the ultimate childhood industrial. I even call this my holy grail of industrials. I've been wanting to have one of these for a long time, or to get my hands on one, and Dan Spiffy Newman found one from Canada. There was a guy selling a few industrials, and this was one of them, and I'm getting to test this one out. Now this one, as I was going to say, this coming from Canada, I'm sorry, God, pardon my stutter. As you can see, this one is labeled just Banvil, Milton, Ontario. So this is a Canadian model. Envirofan would have been the US model in Buffalo, but as you can see right now, it's very rusty, and I do plan to repaint this. He is going to let me repaint this. And the blades look really nice. They're a little bit bent, but they could use some work. But definitely this motor and the downrod and the canopies all could use work. Definitely need a repainting, and I am going to paint this thing white, the same white as it is. But these I've eyed out ever since I was a little kid. I eyed these out a lot at a lot of stores, mainly this grocery store. There was a chain of grocery stores in Wisconsin called Kohl's Grocery Store, and there were a bunch of these in this one that were like 30 feet up, 25 feet up, and the roof, the ceiling was like a half circle, where it started, pretty high up, like maybe over 10 feet, 12, 15 feet, I think, and made this huge arch, like a half-rounded roof, all the way up to like 25 feet, and then back down to the other side again. So it's like some older buildings had that, but these were all over the store, and I was drawn to them. So now I finally get to test one. But interestingly enough, me and Dan talked about, when we looked at the amp rating on it, it's rated 1 amp, like the ones in his garage shop, when you first go into that garage where he works on fans and organs. Well, I just tested this one out. I'm going to do a 0 to high, and interestingly enough, unlike the ones in his garage shop, this one actually flies like the ones he knows of being the 0.9 amp rated ones. So we're going to test this out, and as you see, I got this on the test rig here, which I got, again, the high switch, which is just straight power, 10 and 20 microfarads, and the decade box, which goes from 1 to 10 microfarads of capacitance. As I said, the variable speed, and there's the amp meter. That's going to give me the reading of how many amps it's drawing at what speed. So I'm going to do 0 to high, and we're going to see the inrush. 1.10 was the quick inrush, and it dropped to 1.2. Interesting. Yeah, and it's dropping. It's still dropping below an amp. It's drawing 0.95 amps on high. This is full power on high. And man, does this thing fly. I'm going to get this ladder out of the way here. And I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to do an airflow test. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's really strong. I mean, the modern Goldline actually carries a little bit more distance than this one, but this thing is really strong. Oh. And this would definitely, I'm going to have this in my bedroom for sure. Especially once I get it painted up, once I repaint this one, I'm putting this in my bedroom. And this, because this is ultimately my holy grail of gold lines. I've been dreaming to have one of these in my bedroom for the longest time ever. So here's spin down. I don't hear any bearing noise. Bearings felt smooth. We're going to see how well it spins down. This basically is very identical to the brown Stratofan. It's like almost my Stratofan is a brown version of this, made by Evergo. But these Banvil Goldlines, this era, they were made by Union, so they're very similar to Evergo's. Yeah, Union and Evergo made these in the 70s through the beginning of the 80s. This thing flies. And this one says 1980, but they gave a 1 amp rating on this. So this is interesting. I'm going to show this to Dan and see what he says about this. And I'm working on 3 of these stripped gold lines to polish and clear coat them. And I'll have a bare metal colored silver gold line with polished aluminum blades real soon. Okay, good spin down. I'm going to try the decade box. And let's see where this starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, starts on 5, and it's drawing 0.22 amps on high, or on 5 microfarads. Yeah, this one thing about these Unions is they and Evergo's, they are kind of a pig. Like, I have a Union that's like ESP that was quite a pig. So this may, like my Stratofan, may need an 8-12-20 for a 4-speed. Okay, here's 6 with 0.26. Might need an 8-12-20, which is 8 microfarads, 12 microfarads, and then 20 for high, medium, and then high. So that's what I'm guessing this is going to need. Here's 6.25. It's flopping between 0.25 and 2.6. 7 with 0.29 flopping between 0.3. And here's 8 with 0.34. Let's see what this does. And this one just has a functional low on 8, just as I suspected it would. The Stratofan is similar to it. Okay, so 8, and then here's 9, 0.37, 10, 0.41, 11, 0.46, and then here's 12 with 0.49. I'm going to let it get up to speed. This would definitely be a good low medium. So I would definitely want to use an 8-12-20 on this, because I use that on the Stratofan, so I'm expecting the same thing. 12, 13, 0.52, 14.55, 15.58, it flopping between 0.57 and 58, 16.6, 17.62, 18.64, 19.66, and here's 20 with 0.68. Yeah, this is a perfect medium high. And also to note what I was talking about with the 1 amp motor gold lines, unlike this one, the 1 amp ones, this would actually be as fast as I know them going on high. You know, the ones in Dan's garage shop before going up to the attic, the two that are in there. This is as fast as those go. So, but this is at 20 microfarads. And I'm just going to keep going. Here's 23.7, 25.75. I'm just going to go 30.8 amps. 32.82, 35.84. And I maxed out at 40 microfarads with 0.85 amps. So I still got a ways to go. Yep, there's quite a difference. I just hit the high switch, drawing 0.95, so still a difference. So the 81220 on this is really the best control I know to use for a 4-speed. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to now do this with the solid state, which are what typically these type of industrials are run on, especially in stores where you got tons of these all over the whole building or factory or shop. So I didn't catch where it started, so I'm going to try again. I'm going to start inching it up. Okay, it started at 0.18, below 3 o'clock, more like 4 o'clock on the solid state. We go up to 0.24. And I turn off this. 0.34. Yeah, there's definitely buzz and hum. That's one thing about gold lines on solid state is they are rather noisy. 0.43. 0.5. Yeah, it's too noisy for being in a home on this type of control. So if I put this in the bedroom or my living room, if ever, I am going to put this on a 4-speed, which is going to be the 5.8 or the 81220. But with as far as capacitor controls, this fan is rather kind of sluggish and a pig on low speeds, and I was told that about Unions and Evergoes, that a lot of their stuff from that era was rather sluggish on low speeds. So I'm at 0.58, 0.69 at noon, 0.77, 0.85, 0.92, and here's high. I just turned it up to high with 0.93 amps. So slightly less than straight high, but still very, very close. Just want to feel that air. But man, this thing does fly. I really love this thing. Well, we did all the tests that I can think of, and I gotta get going. I gotta take off for tonight. This is the only fan I'm really gonna get to. I got a few more that I want to do, or at least one more that I want to do yet. I won't be able to do it tonight, but I'm definitely going to do that. Till then, I will definitely see you again with another fan. Thanks for watching.